Okay, we're on. Welcome, everybody, to Hermes Hot Takes. This is actually the second take. It's not even the first take. The second hot take. I tried to start a podcast last night, and would it be safe to say that I choked? I think choke might be an understatement. I just completely froze up, didn't know what to say, suddenly couldn't speak anymore, suddenly didn't have opinions anymore. And I realized, I think it's because I just give too many fucks about what other people think. And yeah, I think the goal of this show is to care way less about what people think and just give it up how I see it. So hopefully I do that some justice here. And I don't know. I guess that's what we're gonna be doing here. That's what the vibe is gonna be like. I got my producer over here to the side, Whimsy, who is my girlfriend, who I'm holding hostage and record podcast episodes for me. So let's see what we could do justice here today. Now, I've been hearing about something on the internet that I've been seeing here a lot. It's woke versus based or something like that, which I don't even know like what woke is supposed to mean, let alone what based is supposed to mean based off what's happening on Twitter. And when I say I've been hearing things, like my version of hearing things is while I'm editing my own music video like a narcissist and looking at frames of myself. It's like I'm playing in the background like YouTube autoplay, stupid videos, some about politics, some about random things like bicycle lanes and other crap. Like my algorithm is like the most like nerd random algorithm ever like collected in history. And true. Part of that has become true, right? You could attest to this as facts, right? Part of that has become like occasional political videos talking about people calling things based on Twitter. And it's a translation that I don't know. I don't know if based is supposed to be the opposite of woke. I don't know, right? Because I'm actually a moron when it comes down to just anything about the world. So everything I hear is in the background while listening to YouTube videos when I should be just fully focused on work is how I ingest all my information about the world. So sometimes I might say things right. Sometimes I might say things wrong, but whatever. We're going to sort out this whole work versus base thing because it just sounds really stupid. And I hear an abuse of, you know, the word based. And I think I need to get back to the bottom of it. So I think really what it comes down to is like, I hear people throw around this word like woke, like something's woke all the time, but it's just like, what does that even really mean? Like, I don't know what it really means. I just feel like people getting upset that other niggas is getting annoying, which niggas tend to get annoying and go on rants nowadays. And anytime somebody gets too annoying, you say that's some woke shit or something like that. I don't know. But I think Cat Williams had this really fire thing. I don't know if it's in his last special. You seen Cat Williams' last special? I forgot what it's called. I think it's on Netflix or something. Shout out to Cat Williams. He had a crazy take about it. We had a joke basically. I think I pulled it up. Matter of fact, see if we have that Cat Williams bite. We'll put on the great Cat Williams. Cat Williams is a philosopher. Okay, so sorry, some technical issues. I guess we could pick it up with the Cat Williams video. So let's go ahead and play this. The Prophet Cat Williams. And you could jump to like halfway between in the middle of the video.
Like here?
Yeah.
They'll just change words. They want me to be mad at woke. I'm not finna change woke. You not gonna act like that's a bad word. What the fuck you mean? It's so political. It is not fucking political, bitch. The last time I checked, woke was the opposite of sleep, motherfucker. Look it up.
All right, you can cut it there.
You not finna change the word.
So woke is the opposite of sleep. And last time I checked, that is what the fuck it meant. So I feel like the problem is us as black people, we got the slang terms, we got the lexicon, whatever you want to call it, the diction, right? The lyrical poetry to make shit just sound good. But I just feel like the problem is just like sometimes white people just ruin the slang words. I don't know what it is. It's just it might be that something about the propensity of the whites just ruins some slang terms. I don't know. What do you think it is, Whimsy?
Oh. I don't know.
The pause alone says everything. The pause alone says all the things that need to be said. pause is doing heavy lifting. And it's true, because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is here, right? So basically, what I am pleading with all of my heart and soul is please, 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 white people, do not ruin the word based. Like, the word based means so much, right? And it's not just to me. It just seems like I'm going on and on about nothing. I'm not going on and on about nothing, right? If you are like me and you have been defrauded, right? Who are the people who've been defrauded? If you are a college grad, you've received one of these pieces of paper, and when you were 17 and dumb and full of hormones, if people came to you and convinced you that you should incur hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt to get a piece of paper so that you can have a good life and buy a wife and kids, if you're one of these people, or hubby and kids, whatever, it's all part of the lingo that it's sold to you that you need to go to one of these schools. And then now you find yourself 30 in Brooklyn doing Uber and being a barista on the side on top of your actual career, and you went to grad school somehow. You are part of these people who've been defrauded, right? So now that we know who's been defrauded, I want to let you know that they're coming for this word based, right? And I'm an old man, right? I'm about to show my age right here. But 10 years ago, when I was in the prime of my educational years, the word based only meant one thing, and that was the based God, okay? The based God. And every time I see people bringing up the word based, there's no mention of the word based God. Matter of fact, could we pull up Elon Musk? I see this tweet, right? This is one of these things that I saw just in somebody else's video while I was, trying to do work, but not really paying attention to my work. Take the video down. Just show me the tweet itself. Show me the whole page. Show me the whole page, right? Zoom in on that. Right, so we have Elon Musk. What date is this? December 8th, 2024. Shit, what were we in March? Shit, I might be kind of late on this. But anyway, scroll up a little bit. So we have Elon Musk, super billionaire here. Could we scroll up so we can actually see his handle name? Right, cool. I just want to peek. What is this even? He has like the universe as his picture or something. I don't know. Is that Saturn or something? I don't know. I'm too dumb to know what this is. It looks like a black hole. It looks like Saturn, right? Like black Saturn. Okay, so Elon Musk got DEI Saturn as his Avi, which is ironic. But okay, so he puts the word based here, right? Underneath, he's reposting somebody, best 2 minutes you'll ever watch all weekend. All right, can we play a little bit of what allegedly we're being described as based? This term based is describing what? Go ahead.
Are the most loving, God-fearing, fair, least discriminatory people on the planet. And they want to know that if you're waking up and...
No, cut this shit off. Cut this shit off, B. That's not based, okay? I don't even know what he was talking about.
I don't understand.
America, the most God-fearing people. That's not based. Can you pull up one time for me? Lil B wonton soup. One time. If anybody has any confusion about what based is, if anybody needs an education on what based is, here we go. This is what based is. Go ahead, unmute that for me. Because the people need to hear, the people need to feel with their hearts really what's going down right now. When you're incurring $100,000 in student debt, this is what you were listening to. Bring you back to 2010 right here. How old is this video? Maybe 10 years old, 14 years old?
Praise God. I go by my car. Then I drop my roof. Look like white time suits. That's just how I do. Then I park my car. Then I spark your
This is bass.
Eat that white time suit.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
All right, cut that off real quick.
Then I drop my roof. Sweat like white time suits. Like sweat. That's just how I do.
See, what I need people to understand.
Then I fuck your bitch. Like sweat.
What I need people to understand is that words mean something, right? This is what we mean when we say base. Could we bring back up that Elon Musk post? Where in what dimension of the universe? He has something from the deep space up in his Twitter, Avi, whatever, cool. Where in this whole beautiful universe do we conflate the greatness of the base god, little b, with this nigga who looks like he got some kind of like advanced like bedhead comb over thing going on? I don't even know. He looked like a mad scientist. I feel you on that one. That's not what based is, though. It's not what base, and I don't know what based is supposed to be, but in my heart, that's not what based is. And I realize I'm just an ignorant nigga. I don't really know things about the world, and I acknowledge that too. So I did a little research, right? try to type into Google what based is supposed to mean, because it's supposed to be a thing now. When anybody's supposed to be dunking on something that's woke, they're saying, oh, it's so based or something like that. I don't know. So I hear, even though when I go search it up on Twitter, I can't find anything, but maybe I just don't understand how to use Twitter. So I went to just type in based into Google or anything like that. And I went to try to get a definition. You go on that next tab over there, right? So zoom in on the page a little bit. Give me a zoom. So based versus unbased, are they antonyms? And of course it's not Merriam-Webster, because we're talking about ignorant things in the dictionary or whatever. So what is this from, your dictionary? Okay, cool. So what does it say here? Based, different but bold, agreeable but not popular. Versus unbased is the antonym of base, meaning mainstream, dull, basic, or overly popular. Okay, so I'm seeing kind of where it's going. Do you feel like you have a grip on what that even means?
I think I kind of understand.
Kinda, like, but it's just
I
like,
mean, it says it. It's different but bold. So it's like different but with flair.
see, the only thing that makes this disrespect to the ultimate base god. Base God was popular. Base God would come to your college campus, right? And it'd be like a religious experience. Like it was like Easter Sunday or something. The whole campus was shut down, right? People would leave classes early. People would get fucked up before class because the Little B concert was coming. And this shit happened at multiple schools. This just wasn't at just a few schools. At least at that time in New York, in all the SUNY schools, every few months, Base God was having some kind of event coming through and shutting down the school. And he was massively popular because he was a prophet. He was basically like a philosophical prophet of the litness, right? He was all we had. And I want to say now, after all the student debt, after all the years getting the income boost of allegedly going to college, whatever the fuck they want to tell you, the only thing I still have left of value from my college education is what Base God taught me. Is the most important thing. More important than anything else I might have learned in college is what the Base God taught me. Because really, I feel like if you wasn't there at the time, you almost like wouldn't even understand. Because this guy, Little B, goes around, right? And pretty much in all his songs, repeats his famous slogan, oh my God, Base God, please come fuck my bitch. And literally, the scores of dumb frat guys who have probably invited, begged, pleaded at the knees of the GOAT Little B to have the Base God sleep with their girlfriend, it's probably just unfathomable. Like, it's crazy to me, like 50,000 years from now, right? 50,000 years from now, when we ruin the entire earth and everything's in ashes and the aliens come down in spaceships, like artificial intelligence, like legendary movie with the GOAT, what, little boy from Sixth Sense. Mm-hmm. They come down like that. And if you haven't seen that movie, you're trash. You need to watch Artificial Intelligence. But anyway, the aliens come down from space. They're like, wow, there was this lost civilization. They see the Statue of Liberty looks like ruins, like it's ancient Egypt or shit. They're seeing, a wiped out Times Square with nobody in it. They're in all these great cities of the world. They're like, wow, these humans were fascinating. They were amazing. They came and they used to be primates, these monkey things. And, the primates, they're like this hierarchical savage beast, right, that ran through the jungles, and there'd be an alpha male and he asserted his way through dominance. But over many generations, many generations, and this is the alien talking. So I'm the alien right now, right? So he's talking, and this is the alien scientist who's been studying the humans, right? And he goes, so over thousands of generations, they found more and more efficient ways to climb and claw their way out of the jungle and find new tools and technology. And they reached this pinnacle where everybody was integrated, and no longer did the alpha male just dominate and procreate and use violence to terrorize the group and mate with as many females as possible. No, they invented democracy and philosophy and civics and all these systems to create equality. And it was beautiful, and it was a beautiful thing. And he's like, the most beautiful thing. And this is what the alien will say, equivocally. unequivocally, there we go, don't munch my words, he'll say the most amazing thing is there was one man, and he was the base god, and he would go around and fuck everybody's bitch. And it'll be like, Watson, I'm sorry. Fuck everybody's bitch. I don't understand. I thought you mean they advanced to a point where they created this democratic society where people led through a meritocracy and having good values and inventing great inventions. Oh, yes. There's the other alien talking back to him. Of course they did that. But at their peak, the base god came and fuck everybody's bitch. And then, the other aliens are talking back to him. The other alien goes, how did he do that? Did he invent some kind of new technology? Did he cure some disease? Did he give them a new way to create economic output? Like, who is this base god? What did he do for people that they reverted back and let the alpha fuck their bitch? And he goes, oh no, it's even better than the best technology. This is what he did. Go ahead, play the next tab, the next little beat tab. He gears it up, and with a big smile on his face, the alien goes, no, it's even better. Let me show you. And he plays this.
Yeah, man. All the bass boys, stand up. All my real niggas, man, you can fuck my bitch.
And the alien has a big grin on his face. Huge grin on his face.
Ring along, them boys in town. Bass God, fuck this bitch right now. I don't hate, I do me, I'm just bass. From Twitter to MySpace, I'm yelling, suck my dick. Where them bass boys? Where them bass boys?
Bass God!
Where them bass boys? Where them bass boys? Bass God! Where them bass boys? Where them
You can pause right there.
Bass God! Where them
That is the peak of human ingenuity. That is the peak of human creativity, design. All of it was peaked through this man. And anybody thinking I'm really crazy, like I'm just bugging or I'm just dragging out a point right now, drag the playhead back. Drag it back. Somewhere here, he's like people in the crowd are grabbing on him. Get a little earlier. He's performing at a concert. Look at him. No, don't even play it. Leave it right here. Just pause. Look at the way Mans is grabbing on Mans' shirt right there. Look at this guy in the front row right now. He's looking up in his eyes like, please, base God, just fuck my bitch. Just fuck my bitch, base God. It's the only thing I need. It's the only thing that will redeem the fact that I spent $80,000 this semester on a piece of paper. Please, base God, come back to my dorm room and fuck my bitch. I only listen to your music every day. Just play for a little second. Let people see how this moment plays out. Because I promise you, he's gonna fuck this guy's bitch. Look, he even reached his hand out. Look at the guy I was talking about. I was talking about the guy who's just looking into his eyes, now has his arm around his collar. He would fuck him if he could. But base God only wants to fuck his bitch. Go ahead. Yeah.
We're back.
A lot of technical difficulties. Apparently, Apple can't make a good fucking laptop anymore, so it keeps crashing every once in a while. It's okay. What were we talking about? Oh, the beautiful interaction, aliens, outer space. This alien scientist who's been researching the human race pulls it back a few frames. Pull it back to that frame of him with the guy in the crowd. Right here. Literally, look at this intimate moment right here. Where this young college-age fraternity male grabs little B, caresses the back of his neck, and says, please, little B, can you fuck my bitch? Little B literally has to plead with man. It's like, I will fuck your bitch, but I'm in the middle of a concert. Bro, I have to at least finish the concert before I go to the dorm and fuck your bitch. I cannot actually do it all right now on stage. It's ludicrous. It's tasteless. And that's why little B was the GOAT, because he had morality. He didn't fuck people's bitch on stage. He would wait until the show was over and fuck your bitch after the show. And this here it's the peak of human ingenuity, it is peak. And because even there's no violence, there's no domination, there's just love and base God. And this is what base God means. And they're trying to take everything from us, guys. Gang, they trying to take everything you've ever known and loved. Being based, getting fucked up, right? The night before midterms, not studying for anything, living a good life, thinking that you'll actually be able to afford something like how your parents did, or buy property, or any of these illusions. These were all great things that we used to have that they took from us. The last thing is base God. The last thing is base God. Because the youth have nothing left. They have nothing left at all. And it's just sad to see. Oh, speaking of the youth having nothing left, somebody made a good point of mine. And I'm going to anonymously shout out the people in my life without shouting them out, because, you know, I have nothing else to talk about in terms of, you know, life outside of the experiences I have with, you know, the people I have. So, you know, I'll just anonymously refer and quote people here on the show. So this whole everything has been taken from this generation thing feels relevant, because it almost came up in a way the other day when I was watching this awful movie, Paddington Bear. When did we watch Paddington Bear, Whimsy? Saturday? Okay. Again, everything's a lie. Everything's been taken away from this generation, right? We watched this movie because it had a 96 score on Metacritic. 96. Could you pull up the Paddington review? This is why we picked this movie, because we couldn't decide which movie to pick. So, bam, right there. Zoom in on that 96. I just want people to see. It's not on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, it's Rotten Tomatoes. Sorry, Metacritic.
Well, allegedly it was 100 when we watched it.
Allegedly. So I don't know if it's been corrected by 4%, but we saw the numbers 100. So that's how you already know. Rotten Tomatoes, whatever you want to call it. It's just fake news. I don't know what else to say about it. This movie, 96. Can you go ahead, could you just look up the tomato meter, right? Look up the meter on the side. Let's scroll down. So The Brutalist, people seem to love this movie, blah, 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 The Substance. So every movie ever has a 90%, or is these just the higher ones?
I think these are the higher ones. Yeah, this is most popular.
Whatever. All I know is Rotten Tomatoes is a fraud. Who runs Rotten Tomatoes? Like, whose man says what's
That's a
included?
Great question.
Because I don't know where they're getting these scores from, but they're doing evil in the world. They're doing evil in the world. Honestly, truly. Like, it's really up there. I think it's like, what, we're going to go Al Qaeda, Jeffrey Dahmer. And I think Rotten Tomatoes is just snug right in under there, just recommending niggas movies that nobody want to watch, bro. Nobody want to watch. And that's the awful thing, because we ended up watching Paddington Bear. And I don't know who wanted to watch Paddington Bear. Nobody did, but Metacritic decided that this was the best option for us to pick. So we ended up watching Paddington Bear, right? And I know it sounds like I'm veering off, going on tangents, but I promise you, there was a point. And what was the point? The point was everything that's been taken away from our generation. I'm humbly celebrating. My man's turned 30, did his thing, now becoming a grown man in life. So we was, having a little grown people celebration, doing what we had to do, doing our little drugs, decided to put a movie on. Ended up being Paddington Bear. During that movie, that awful, god-awful movie, it doesn't even make any sense. Why'd he go to London in the first place when he was chilling in the jungle, but they came and did something, so he thought he had to go? It made no sense. I wasn't jocking it. Anyway, while watching this awful, terrible movie, there's this part where there's like toys, like he's showing the toys in the boy's bedroom, and it's like a bunch of Lego sets, but the Lego sets are like multiple, like it looks like amusement park rides. Like, that shit in kids movies where they give them toys, but the toys is like the most unrealistic toys you've ever seen before. Like, it's really just advanced technology, but it's supposed to gas kids because they're like, oh, I wish I had Legos that actually turned into a transformer, blah, blah, blah. It was one of those shits, right? Where the son had been building these cool Lego blocks, right? And one of our friends made a comment during the movie, right? Somebody also pushing 30, somebody I went to college with, somebody who was defrauded, somebody who bought into the lie. She goes, looking at these beautiful, intricate toys going off, she goes, oh, Well, I hope my kid has that type of autism. This is what I realized. In this day where they've taken everything from you, ability to get a house. Fuck, I'm in New York. I barely can afford to get a car, right? Ability to create savings, ability to afford to even have a child. All we have left is the ability to choose which type of autism our children that we cannot afford will have. Now,
We cannot choose that.
well, it's the only hope. It's the only
It's the only hope.
it's the only hope we have left, right? Because if you think that your child will not be on the spectrum, if you choose to have them after 2025, you are gravely mistaken. All right. I don't think honestly, and I'm just speaking frankly, right? I don't think I've seen a kid who isn't on the spectrum since what? I don't know.
I don't know. It's been some time. It's been quite a few years, maybe a decade. All them kids got it.
Since Obama was in office, I have not seen one of your snot-nosed booger kids that you bring around me who is not on the spectrum. There's two categories. There is, you have not accepted your child is on the spectrum, and your kid is on the spectrum. Two varieties, right? But, the hope is that there will be a day where you get to pick the type of autism your kid has. You know, there's the builders, right? There's the type of autism where they're building shit. They can build the coolest shit ever. You know, there's a type of autism, you know, they might talk a little less to you, yo, but they're probably a genius at something. They're probably smarter than you can ever imagine, right? Then there's the type of autism where, you know, they just get a little rude sometimes, you know, like you might be living your best life, you know, you work hard, you got the second job, you do Uber on the weekends, you know, you got the general manager position at Macy's, you know, but you doing good, you living your best life, you still dating, whatever, and, you know, you've been eating a little bit, but everybody eats sometimes. You grab your little snack, your lunch. On your lunch break, you might go to McDonald's, you know. You might get, you know, either the McGriddle in the morning or some kind of, you know, just a little pick-me-up in the middle of the day. Like, who don't like some nuggets and fries with the Coca-Cola in the middle of the day? And some days you even eat the salad, like is it a McCafe salad? I don't know what nonsense they call their salad now. You get the sugar leaf. The sugar leaves that they mix together at the McDonald's, you get them. You feel good about yourself. And yeah, you might have put on a little pounds, but who cares? You work hard, you deserve it. You work 7 days a week. You should be able to enjoy yourself, right? Eat a little meal. There's that type of rude autism. You go visit your sister and that snot-nosed nephew of his. You know, you might even bring the little fucker a gift or something because, you know, he likes gifts. He likes cars. You bring him a car. You get through the door, say, oh, your sister's name's Sheila. Hey, Sheila, how are you doing? Damn, auntie, bitch, you getting fat. Sorry, Sheila, he's you know, he's on the spectrum. That type of autism, right? That's the type of autism nobody wants, right? We don't want the honest autism, okay? If you're autistic and you have something mean to say about me, just be antisocial, okay? I don't want the honesty, no filter, you notice everything about the world. That's not as desirable, right? Now, look, everybody who's been done dirty in the world, right? Everybody who's been defrauded like me, stolen, future, everything. I am telling you. Now, I know it's very controversial. A lot of people talk about CRISPR. A lot of people talk about how in China, it's legal to engineer babies. You can pick traits about your babies, fitness, how smart they are. Of course, this is supposed to be illegal, but they're talking about how, you know, there's some gene editing. There might be some other stuff type going on. I'm telling you, we should embrace this technology because in the future, the only thing you will be able to pick is the type of autism your child has. Now, do you want the baby that every time you're getting a little bit off track, you know, every time you just get a little bit pudgy, do you want the little nigga yapping? Right? You want that little nigga chit-chatting? Or do you want him building the next rocket ship that's going to go to Mars with Elon Musk and his autistic ass? Which type of autistic kid do you want? And this is the future for all of us, right? And I think it's a great future. I think it's a bright future because they've already taken everything else that, at least if I can get that that dreamer autistic kid who's gonna make me $1 billion because dad raised him to be a super genius. At least I have my own lottery ticket because, you know, everything else is gonna be a kaput. There's no health insurance. Social Security probably gonna be defunded by the time we, you know, get old, even though we've been paying into this shit the whole time. So the type of autism, the flavor of autism. Do you want, you know, pumpkin spice autism? Do you want the, you know, dark chocolate macchiato autism? What flavor of the autism do you want? It's the future. And I'm feeling like the future, and yeah, I don't know. Don't you feel good about the future, Whimsy? Okay, well, silence says it all, people, clearly. So, I think I'm going to wrap it there. If you've made it this far into this awful... Is it a podcast? Is it a show? We're calling it a podcast? If you made it this far into this awful podcast, well, hopefully I'll get better at this shit. I'll chime in every once in a while. And I don't know how long this is, but don't get greedy, okay? If sometimes I do some long shit, don't be like, oh, it should be long or it should be on some type of schedule. See, the thing is why I didn't want to start doing this, and I'm glad I'm saying this right now with 0 views, 0 listeners, 0 anything. You motherfuckers are like spoiled children. And I will not, like spoiled, rude, autistic children, I will not give in to you pieces of shit. I will do this podcast as often as I want, and I will cut it off when I want to. And I think that's now. See you guys next time.